The future of Princess Catherine's children in the monarchy might not be what we expect. Speculation is swirling after recent revelations suggest that the Princess of Wales could be subtly steering her children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, away from the rigid confines of royal life. Could this signal the end of a centuries-old tradition, or is Catherine protecting her children from a life she knows all too well? Stay tuned as we unravel the whispers surrounding this royal family bombshell. For centuries, the British monarchy has been built on a foundation of continuity and duty. Children born into the royal family have their futures largely predetermined. But Catherine, the Princess of Wales, seems to be quietly rewriting that script. Let's start with the growing speculation about her parenting style and how it could be redefining royal traditions. Reports indicate that Catherine is determined to give her children as normal a childhood as possible. Unlike previous generations, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis are being raised with a balance of royal responsibility and everyday experiences. The princess has often spoken about the importance of family, mental health, and emotional well-being, a far cry from the stiff upper lip culture historically associated with the monarchy. The modern approach to parenting sources close to the family reveal that Catherine's parenting philosophy centers on emotional intelligence and open communication. George, Charlotte, and Louis attend schools that prioritize academic excellence while fostering creativity and individuality. This is a stark departure from the tradition of sending royal children to elite boarding schools like Eton from a young age. Instead, the Wales Children's current school offers a more nurturing environment, and Catherine and William are often seen participating in school activities just like any other parents. Insiders suggest that Catherine's approach is deliberate. She's acutely aware of the pressures and public scrutiny her children will inevitably face. By grounding them in ordinary experiences, she's ensuring they develop a strong sense of self outside the royal bubble. George's future as King Prince. George, as the eldest child, is directly in line to inherit the throne. Traditionally, such a position would come with strict grooming for leadership from an early age. However, Catherine and William have chosen to delay exposing George to the full weight of his future responsibilities. While he's aware of his role as a future king, Catherine has reportedly shielded him from unnecessary pressure, allowing him to enjoy a relatively carefree childhood. This approach stands in stark contrast to how previous heirs, like King Charles III and Prince William, were raised. Charles was immersed in the expectations of monarchy from a young age, often at the expense of his personal happiness. By easing George into his future role, Catherine might be attempting to break this cycle. In addition to balancing tradition and modernity, Catherine and William have reportedly consulted with experts on child development to ensure George receives age-appropriate introductions to his future responsibilities. For instance, George's public appearances are carefully curated to avoid overwhelming him, allowing him to experience a blend of public duty and private childhood. Charlotte and Louis. A different path? Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis are not bound by the same expectations as George, but their roles within the royal family are still significant. Historically, spares in the monarchy, a term often used for younger siblings of heirs, have struggled to find their place. Figures like Princess Margaret and Prince Harry have often highlighted the challenges of living in an heir's shadow. Catherine's approach to Charlotte and Louis's upbringing suggests she's keenly aware of these challenges. Both children are being raised with the understanding that they have choices. They're being encouraged to explore their interests and talents with no expectations to conform to a predetermined royal path. In fact, recent reports suggest Catherine has been quietly advocating for a future where her children, even George, might not need to fulfill traditional royal roles at all. For example, Charlotte has shown an interest in athletics and the arts, with Catherine fostering her passions rather than steering her towards ceremonial duties. Similarly, Louis, the youngest of the three, is being allowed to embrace the freedom that comes with his position. This emphasis on individuality over obligation is unprecedented in royal history. Breaking the mold. Catherine's vision for her children's future isn't without controversy. Critics argue that her approach undermines the stability and continuity of the monarchy. However, others see her efforts as a necessary evolution. The royal family's relevance has been increasingly questioned in modern times, and Catherine's parenting style might be her way of adapting the institution to fit the 21st century. Moreover, the princess's close bond with her children is evident. She's often photographed engaging in everyday activities with them, from baking at home to cheering at sporting events. These candid moments paint a picture of a mother who prioritizes her children's happiness above all else. This hands-on approach is worlds apart from the distant parenting styles of previous royal generations. Even more telling is Catherine's refusal to let royal protocol dictate every aspect of her children's lives. The Wales family has been seen engaging in activities that previous royals might have considered ordinary, such as grocery shopping or attending casual family outings. This deliberate blending of royal tradition with everyday normalcy is a testament to Catherine's dedication to grounding her children. What does William think? Of course, Catherine isn't making these decisions in isolation. Prince William's influence cannot be overlooked. Like his wife, William has expressed a desire to modernize the monarchy. Together, they've created a partnership built on shared values, with a mutual commitment to their children's well-being. William's own experiences growing up as a future king likely play a significant role in his support for Catherine's parenting philosophy. However, there's an undeniable tension between tradition and modernization. William's position as the future king means he's inherently tied to the institution of the monarchy, striking a balance between his duties and his desire to protect his children's freedom is no small feat. Insiders close to the couple suggest that while William respects royal traditions, he's also deeply influenced by his late mother, Princess Diana. Diana's hands-on approach to parenting and her desire to give William and Harry a sense of normalcy resonate deeply with William. This legacy likely informs his and Catherine's decision-making as parents. The Queen's influence. Catherine's modern approach to parenting doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's worth considering the influence of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. The late Queen was known for her unwavering dedication to duty, but her relationship with her children was often described as distant. It's possible that Catherine and William learned from this dynamic, choosing to prioritize a more hands-on, emotionally supportive parenting style. Additionally, King Charles III has reportedly supported Catherine and William's efforts to modernize the royal family. While Charles's own reign represents continuity, he's also shown a willingness to embrace change. This generational shift within the monarchy could pave the way for even more radical transformations in the future. What the public thinks public opinion is divided on Catherine's approach. Many applaud her efforts to give her children a more balanced upbringing, seeing it as a necessary step toward modernizing the monarchy. Others, however, worry that such changes could dilute the institution's traditions and purpose. The Princess of Wales has always enjoyed widespread popularity, and her role as a hands-on mother has only endeared her further to the public. But as her children grow older and their roles within the monarchy come into sharper focus, the scrutiny is bound to intensify. The bigger picture. Ultimately, Catherine's approach to parenting her children is about more than just their individual futures. It's about the future of the monarchy itself. By prioritizing emotional well-being, individuality, and personal freedom, she's challenging the rigid structures that have defined the royal family for centuries. Whether this signals a long-term shift or a temporary experiment remains to be seen. In a world where the relevance of the monarchy is increasingly debated, Catherine's parenting style could either reinvigorate the institution or signal its slow evolution into something entirely different. Her children's ability to balance tradition with modernity may very well determine the monarchy's survival in the coming decades. As the Princess of Wales continues to redefine what it means to raise royal children, one question looms. Will her efforts to shield George, Charlotte, and Louise from the pressures of monarchy strengthen the royal family in the long run, or will it unravel the very fabric of the institution? The answer may not be clear for years to come, but one thing is certain. Catherine's vision for her children's future is nothing short of revolutionary. And as the next generation grows up, the world will be watching and waiting. What happens next could change the monarchy forever.